Hey, what's up, car enthusiasts? Buckle up because today we're diving into something seriously exciting, the 2026 BMW M2. This little beast is making waves, and I'm pumped to walk you through what's new, what's improved, and whether this is the ultimate driver's car we've all been waiting for. So, let's hit the gas and talk about why the 2026 M2 is turning heads. First off, let's talk about that design. The M2 has always been this compact, muscular coupe that just screams performance, and BMW is not messing with that vibe. The 2026 model keeps those aggressive lines with a low, wide stance that looks ready to pounce. You've got those sharp LED headlights flanking a kidney grille that's thankfully not as in your face as some of BMW's recent designs. The bumper diffuser is massive, and those flared wheel arches, they're practically begging for some serious rubber. New for 2026, you've got some fresh paint options like Portimao Blue, Black Sapphire, and Brooklyn Gray at no extra cost. But if you want to stand out, there's a Velvet Blue option for a cool $3,000. Oh, and the M2 CS model? It's got a carbon fiber diffuser and a ducktail spoiler that just oozes track-ready attitude. This car looks like it's ready to carve up a canyon road or steal the show at a car meet. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the engine. The M2 has always been about that raw, visceral power, and the 2026 version cranks it up a notch. Under the hood, you've got the S58 3.0-liter twin-turbo inline-6, the same engine you'd find in the bigger M3 and M4, but tuned to perfection for this compact coupe. The standard M2 is pumping out 473 horsepower, which is a 20 horsepower bump from last year. But if you go for the M2 CS, hold on to your hats. It's pushing 523 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. That is a 50 horsepower jump over the standard model. BMW claims the CS can hit 60 miles an hour in just 3.7 seconds, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's even quicker in real-world tests. Top speed? 188 miles per hour with the M driver's package. That's supercar territory in a car the size of a 2 Series. Here's the thing though. No hybrid engine here, despite all the buzz about electrification. BMW is keeping the M2 pure for now, sticking with that glorious gas-powered inline-6. No electric motors, no plug-in hybrid nonsense, just raw, unfiltered power sent to the rear wheels. Well, mostly. There's a rumor floating around that an all-wheel drive M2 xDrive could hit the scene by late 2026, paired with an 8-speed automatic. That'd make it the quickest M2 yet. But don't worry, purists, the manual transmission and rear-wheel drive setup aren't going anywhere. You can still roll your own gears with a slick 6-speed manual, which is honestly the way to go if you want that classic BMW driving feel. The automatic's no slouch either, with an 8-speed that shifts lightning fast. But there's something about that manual that just connects you to the car. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, off-road features. Spoiler alert, the M2 isn't hitting the trails anytime soon. This is a pavement-shredding sports coupe, not an X5. BMW's doubled down on its track-ready DNA, especially with the M2 CS. The CS gets a lowered adaptive M suspension that's 8 millimeters closer to the ground, lightweight forged alloy wheels, and a ton of carbon fiber to shave off nearly 100 pounds compared to the standard M2. That's all about making it hug corners like a go-kart, not climbing rocks. If you're looking for off-road thrills, check out BMW's X Series, but the M2 is all about dominating the asphalt. Let's step inside for a second because the interior's got some cool updates. The cabin's still driver-focused with a mix of luxury and sporty vibes. You've got a new flat-bottom wheel with a red 12 o'clock marker, perfect for keeping track during those spirited drives. The standard M Sport seats are super supportive, but if you opt for the carbon package, you get these awesome M Carbon bucket seats that save 24 pounds and look straight out of a race car. They've even got illuminated CS logos if you go for the top-tier model. The tech's been upgraded too, with BMW's iDrive 8.5 running on a curved display that combines a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster and a 14.9-inch central touchscreen. It's slick, but I'll be honest, moving the climate controls to the screen takes some getting used to. No more physical buttons for that, which might bug some folks. Still, you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a head-up display option to keep things modern. The M2 CS adds some extra flair with Alcantara and red stitching, plus a carbon console that just screams premium. One downside, the back seats are still tight. Fine for kids or your gym bag, but don't expect to show for adults comfortably. The trunk is decent at 13.8 cubic feet, though you can still pack for a weekend getaway. All right, let's talk money. The 2026 M2 starts at around $68,200, which is a slight bump from last year, but still a solid value for what you're getting. Compare that to the Supra, which is about $10,000 cheaper, but doesn't quite match the M2's premium feel. The M2 CS, though, that's a whole different story. It starts at a whopping $98,600, almost a 50% markup. You're paying for the extra power, carbon fiber goodies, and track-focused upgrades, but it's definitely not cheap. Add options like ceramic brakes for $8,500 or that velvet blue paint, and you're easily kissing $100,000. Is it worth it? If track days are your thing, the CS might be your dream car. For most of us, the standard M2 with a manual is plenty thrilling and a better bang for your buck. So, how does this stack up against past M2s? The 2026 model is a clear evolution. The original M2 from a decade ago was a raw, no-frills driver's car, but it lacks some of the refinement you get now. The 2020 M2 CS was a high point with 444 horsepower and a super focused setup, but the new CS blows it away with more power and lighter weight. Compared to the 2024 and 2025 models, the 2026 M2 gets that power bump, new colors, and the iDrive 8.5 update, making it feel fresher and more modern. It's still got that classic M2 spirit, small, agile, and stupidly fun, but it's more polished than ever. The only gripe? Fuel economy still isn't great, with 16 mpg city and 23 highway, and that small tank means you're looking at about 260 miles of range if you're driving hard. So, is the 2026 M2 faster, more powerful, and better? Heck yeah, it's faster, especially the CS. It's definitely more powerful with that 473 to 523 horsepower range. And better? I'd say so. It's got more tech, sharper looks, and that same addictive driving feel that makes the M2 so special. It's not perfect, the rear seats are cramped, the fuel range could be better, and that CS price tag is a tough pill to swallow. But if you're after a car that puts a grin on your face every time you hit the gas, the M2 delivers in spades. What do you think? Are you team manual or auto? Is the M2 CS worth the extra cash, or is the base model where it's at? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep the car love going. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more car content. Until next time, keep the revs high and the roads twisty. See ya.